Good morning. Today's Tuesday, February something, 2024. It's been a while since I posted, but you gotta find a balance in life. You really do. Find balance within your life. The reason I say that is because there's so many things going on in this world for everybody. There's no one person that's just doing one thing, unfortunately. I wish we could just focus on working on just one single project, but you're really not. As a person, you're always growing, you're always developing yourself, and honestly, there's just no way around it. You just have to do what you gotta do. But with so many things going on, right? You gotta find a balance in your life. Because if not, then whatever you're working on, whatever projects you have and everything, you're gonna mess up on them. Alright? You're gonna be the one who has to suffer and see the whatever you're working on drop, whatever foundation you're setting up, whatever you're building upon, you're gonna it's gonna collapse if you don't have balance, you know? Just like any building, any sort of structure, even those video games where it's like you have to balance things and they keep climbing, or even when you're doing the Jenga bricks, you know? You gotta keep making a balance. You can't just stack things upon each other, and otherwise they fall. So if you got multiple things, you gotta know how to time management those things. And it's quite hard when there's so much influence around you all the time, with people telling you what to do and do stuff. Like I remember, I want to say just 1 year ago, but even before that, a lot of stuff that I was consuming was about grind. Don't worry about, enjoying stuff. You have to grind now in your like fucking 20s and shit, or even before you're in your 20s, so you can enjoy the rest of your life, which there's some truth to that, but also there's a lot of bullshit too. Like, you have to enjoy what you're doing in life as well. You cannot just sacrifice everything you do. Let's say you're working, got a full-time job, you got a lot of school. Let's say you're a parent, you have to take care of your family. That's really hard. That's really hard. And if you don't know how to balance those things, like, you got to be very careful, because if not, you're gonna like mess up on one of those. If you're too focused on taking care of your family, you might not be able to provide for them with a job. If you're too focused on making money, you might not make time for your family as well. If you're worried about going to school and that's all you're doing, you want to get the best grade, you want to get the best grade, yeah, you're gonna do fine. You're gonna excel in that part, but you might suffer with, hanging out with friends, getting a job, all that. And that stuff is very important as well, just for your overall satisfaction in life too. There shouldn't really be a long period of time where you're not enjoying life, I feel like. There are some moments where, you gotta, what do they say? Now, I don't know what the saying is, but it's like, make money while the grass is green, something like that. Like, mow while the grass is green, or something like that. I forgot what it is. But it's like, while you have the opportunity to make a good amount of money, or you have the opportunity to get a lot of studies done, make it, do it, But it should only be a short period of time. If all you're focused on in your life is just that one thing, I think honestly you're just gonna have a bland life too. It's gonna be very, very boring, right? I fell into that trap with money, where all I was thinking about, I was obsessed with money. I was like, yo, money, this, money that. But I was hyper focused on where my money was going, and that wasn't good overall. First of all, I wasn't really making any progress. Let's say I know all that information about where my money is going and everything like that, like, to the point, to like the pennies. That's only like 5% effort. Like, you're putting a lot of effort for just like 5% of like a reward. While if you're just have good habits and work on focusing on having good habits, you won't really have to focus on how much money you're spending. Because if you have good habits, you'll be like, you know what, I don't need to be making this impulse purchase to make myself feel better. I just feel better because, you know, I'm not hyper focused on one thing. I just enjoying life altogether. So you gotta find something like that. That's just financially speaking, right? But I think time you spend with people as well. You might be very devoted to a certain job, to a certain task at hand. You might just love going outside, right? Like just being out there, or you know, you might just love playing video games. But if you're neglecting the rest of your everything else, like what food you're consuming, what your physical health, right? Like if you're not going to the gym, all you're doing is just playing games, not taking care of yourself, not even going to the gym, not even like being able, like having a hard time to like get out of your chair and like lift something like a 15-pound weight. See, those are some issues. You cannot be neglecting those things, you know? You just gotta find a balance. And by having a balance, it's much harder as well to grow. Meaning like, not harder, but I would say it's easier to grow when you have a balance, but it just takes longer, right? If you really want to build muscle, you can be going into the gym every single day. It's not smart, right? I mean, I wouldn't do that. I think to be optimal, you need to have some days off. But let's just say your main focus in life is just going to the gym, getting as big as possible and everything like that. Like, you're not giving your body the rest. You're gonna get there much faster, but you could also be getting there faster and also like going to school, getting a good degree, getting a good education. You could be focused on going to the gym, but also getting some money, right? I know this guy, he goes to the gym, he's doing very well, and I'm really impressed with his performance in the gym. He's always there for hours. Every time I go there, he's already been there. He stays longer than me, but he tells me some stuff. He's like, yo, I'm not doing good in school. I don't have a job, and I'm like, man, I like to help people, so I have to tell him like, yo, bro, you need to like get a job, bro. You need to focus on your school. Don't just be focused on just the gym, you know? That's just my 2 cents. And you build slower at it. Like if I only go to the gym 3 times rather than let's say 5 times, I'm gonna get there slower. But at least with going 3 times to the gym, like I'm talking about per week, right? You're able to sustainably do that, and you're able to do it for consistency, because ultimately that's the key. With balance, you build consistency. Oh, that's a nice car right there. G63 or G550, I don't know. Anyway, I love cars, by the way. These cars are amazing. Oh my god. But yeah, consistency is very, very important, and that's one way you can reach it, with balance. If you're neglecting other parts of your life, you're not gonna get there. You're just gonna you're not gonna really be a well-rounded person. Which I kind of don't like you saying that word, because when I think of well-rounded, I think of the stupid BS they make you do in school with getting your general ed requirements. Like, why do I need to take a humanities course? Why? Like, why do I gotta take a course on technical writing? You know, like I don't know. Like it's very like, I think it's a waste of money and waste of time. Oh shoot, there was an accident. Damn. I'm not gonna say it on camera, but damn, that's New Jersey, man. You gotta be fucking careful out here. There's a lot of idiots, bro. Just the other day, on Sunday, today's Tuesday, right? On Sunday, I was driving in my own lane, and this guy was next to me. He was trying to merge into my lane, because his was splitting, he was going a completely another way. So he was like right next to me, he was trying to catch up. But I guess his car wasn't fast enough, but I saw him and I started swerving into the other lane, and that was my fault. That was a big mistake, because if I did that, I could have potentially hit the other guy next to me. And the other guy next to me saw me and he flashed me, and I was like, that was very stupid, you know, but it's about your reaction. And that guy, you know, he could have put us, all 3 of us, in accident. So, or he could have let me had to get into an accident with that guy, and then he would have just left out and nothing would have happened to him. But, see, that's why you gotta get a good lawyer. But yeah, have balance in life. You have to. And sometimes things just come naturally. Like, if you're a balanced person, things, I think, will just easier, right? You not have to be as stressed. You don't have to be as worried about certain things. And just things kind of just naturally happen, and you enjoy them. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy going to school, and I enjoy going to work. Why? Because I don't spend more than like 40 hours doing each thing, right? With school, I gotta focus on studying. I gotta focus on taking my exams, going to classes like I am right now. But it's only like 2 to 3 times a week, right? Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturdays, which is amazing for me, right? I have days where I can do other stuff as well. Going to the gym, I'm not going there 5 times a week, right? I'm not going to the gym today, but I went yesterday. I would have gone tomorrow if I didn't have my exam. But see, that's the thing. It's like you gotta find a balance, you know. Because it's also for your overall enjoyment in life as well. If you're not happy because you're hustling, you're grinding, like that's not everything. That's not everything in life, you know. Just grinding and doing all that. It's really not. I fell for it. I thought, okay, all that mattered in my life was money, but no. At least in my situation. If you have a different situation, it all depends on who you are and what your situation is. So, because some people might not be able to. They're really not able to have a balanced life. They're really not. They cannot afford to go to the gym. Let's say go to the gym, go to school, and go to work. They have a family they gotta provide for, man. They need the fucking money. They need at least the person to work 60 hours a week. How are you gonna implement the gym? How are you going to go to school? Especially if it's in-person school. Oh man. See, that's the real challenge. And balance in life, that's where you want to get to. That's where you want to be. Because things just come easier. Things come to you, you know? You naturally get more weight in the gym. You naturally have a good amount of money. You naturally start spending less money, you know, like all that. So, let's see, how am I going to do this? I got to wait. Somebody's blocking the way. Oh, this road is a bit icy, I might say. So I'm really close to the guardrail though, but it feels really cool. I don't want to crash my car, but at the same time, alright, that'll be all, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you guys later, alright?